How's it going? Dave from Comic Book Investments. So in this video, we're going to look at 5 keys that are heating up. And what do I mean by that? I mean they're going up in price. Maybe they'll continue to go up. Maybe this is the peak and they'll go down. Maybe they'll flatline. Who knows? But we'll dive deep into the numbers and I'll give you my analysis of what's going on. And maybe it'll be a good time for you to pick them up. Maybe it'll be a good time for you to sell. We'll find out. All right, first up, we got Amazing Spider-Man 122. This is Death of the Green Goblin. Norman Osborn. We got a 7.0 up 10% from 432 to 475. A 7.5 up 30% from 442. One sold for 575. And an 8.5 is up 21% from average of 535 to averaging 650. So this seems to have like an overarching trend upward. Now, obviously it has, dips and peaks along the way. This just probably is a peak month right now, and maybe next month it'll be down. But if you look at the overarching trend, you can see that it's just slowly trending upwards overall. This is a pretty hot Bronze Age key, number 121 and 122. You really can't go wrong with this book long term. Maybe you could wait, you find yourself a good deal. Maybe it'll drop a little bit in the next, 3 to 6 months, or maybe it'll go up in the next 3 to 6 months. There's really no news, no real reason why, other than the fact that it's more of a, not a major key, not like 129 First Punisher, but more of a minor key in the Bronze Age Spider-Man. But Spider-Mans are always good long-term investments. Trust me, they're the best run there is in comics. I cannot think of another series that is better of an investment than Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man series. Obviously, there's Spectacular Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, all sorts of different ones. Just Spider-Man, stuff like that. But you can't go wrong. Next up, we got Batman 244. A 6.0 is up 140% from 104 to 250. An 8.5 is up 117% from 276 to 600. And 9.2 is up 64% from 550 to 900. So yes, this is just straight up from previous sales. Reason why, Neil Adams passed. I did a video on it. And a bunch of this, a bunch of people were like, oh, I need a bunch of... So all Neil Adams stuff is probably going gangbusters, over the last couple months. Will that hurt its long-term value? Maybe if you're buying at hype prices, and I would say now is kind of hype prices, and it'll probably go back down. But long term, you don't have to worry about this book. It's Neil Adams Batman. You can't go wrong with Neil Adams Batman stuff, especially this older stuff like 244, 251, 234, 232. Even you can throw in 200 in there, and there's a couple other along the way, but those are the best ones to get. You can't go wrong. X-Men 244, first appearance of Jubilee. A 9.4 is up 2% from 105 to 107. A 9.6 is up 15% from averaging 132 last month to 152. And now 9.8 is up 9% from 350 to 383. Now, if you look at the graph, you can see that's went down from the comic boom. And it looks like it's kind of went up, came back down, and now it's just kind of doing this. Right? So this may be kind of the bottom, and it may be going on in the upswing. Now, there's rumors around, I don't think they ever came to be, that Jubilee would show up in some X-Men thing. Maybe in the new animated show, Jubilee will be in there. That could help this book. But overall, you're never going to see like this, oh, I buy it now, and now all of a sudden it's going to go to 200% next month. That's not going to happen with this book. The only thing you could think about would be like, oh, Jubilee's going to be the main character in the next X-Men movie. Who knows? I don't know. No one really knows, to be honest, except the people writing and directing the movie and acting in it. But other than that, it's Jubilee. She's very popular in the more like 90s-ish, especially the X-Men cartoon. A lot of people know who she is. I don't know how popular she is today. I don't think very as much, but she still is popular enough to keep this book and see growth over time. We got Action 252, first appearance of Supergirl. A 2.0 is up 9% from 1188 to 1300. A 3.0 up 23% from 1425 to 1750. And a 5.0 up 24% from last sale back in March of 2950 to now 3650. Yeah, So this book is slowly trending upwards. It's, there's not too many keys in the Silver Age action run. This is probably one of the biggest ones that I can think of off the top of my head. I know there's 242, which is the first Brainiac. I think this is the biggest key, actually, is this Supergirl. Now, they had a Supergirl TV show in the 80s, or was that a movie? They had a movie in the 80s, and now they have a Supergirl TV show now. I don't know if they had anything else Supergirl related. I can't think of. But the movie was terrible from the 80s. And then they had this TV show, which I'm not a fan of. But, like most shows on the CW, I don't think I'm their target audience. So it is what it is. But Supergirl is going to be around for a very long time. I wouldn't worry about it. This book is going to be a great long-term investment regardless. Next up, we got Tales of Suspense 39, first appearance of Iron Man. We got a 2.0 up 51% from 6,061 to 9,977. 4.0 is up 8% from 13,000 to 14,000. And a 5.5 is up 14% from slightly under 20,000. Now one selling for 22,800. It's Iron Man. I mean, what more do I need to say? It looks like some of the grades were hit, by the comic boom, went up and came back down, but not too much. And like I've said many times, like major keys like this, you're not going to see too big of dips. There's always going to be people wanting them. This type of book is it's a very wanted book. So you won't ever see massive dips in this book. Maybe for a short term, long term, you don't have to worry about this book at all. Even if you bought it at the record price of $22,800, 5 years from now, you'll look like a genius. So that's just the thing with these comic books is look at the history of this book. It came out, 63, 64, somewhere around there, maybe even 65. I don't know, not 65, was it 60? Anyways, somewhere around there, 63, I think. And it was worth 12 cents. Now it's 22,000. I mean, just do the math. It's Iron Man. All right. So one last one, and this is an update that I've done before. Before I do, if you haven't subscribed already, think about subscribing if you like this kind of stuff. So let's jump into the last one. It's an update. It's Marvel Premiere 15, first appearance of Iron Fist. Let's see where it was. When I previously did this back in February, an 8.5 was averaging 636. Now it's averaging 531. So down 17%. A 9.2 back then was averaging 925, now averaging 929. So slightly up less than 1%. A 9.6 back in December was an average of 1686, now currently averages 1750. So that is up 4%. So as you can see, kind of steady growth, a little bit of 4%. This book got hit really hard once the TV show came out and it sucked and no one liked it anymore. Just dropped off a cliff. And now it looks like it's coming back. Now is it back up to its before the boom time highs? No, not even close. But at least it's not dropping too much any further. But again, like I said, it's probably going to want to be like this for a long time. Hopefully it's trending up when it's going like this and not trending down when it's going like this. Different prices. When I do this, this is 1 month price, next month price. The higher ones are the higher price, lower ones is lower price. So you might be trending down, might be trending up, but it's going to be zigzagging back and forth. I think with them bringing back Daredevil, that opens the door of bringing back Iron Fist in the MCU. If you guys didn't know that, Daredevil is confirmed to be on Disney+. That'll be it. Have a great weekend.